I peeked up from my organic chemistry textbook and peered outside. It was beginning to snow. My head had been buried in the book for hours, taking notes, memorizing reactions, and doing practice problems. Time had seemed to stand still in my tiny room, but the now dark sky and new snowfall were signs of how much time had actually passed. I let out a small sigh. I thought about how I wished I could go outside and play in the snow like a little kid again, maybe even build a snowman. But I knew that this most likely wouldn't happen. I had always had a buckle down and work hard mentality. High school was spent preparing for college, cramming my schedule with difficult classes and hours of studying. And now, college was being spent preparing for my future job. I wondered, would life slow down after college? Would I begin to relax and enjoy life more? It seemed unlikely. It seemed that once I accomplished one task, there was always something else to improve or work towards. But such is life. They might not be as concrete as passing an organic chemistry test or writing an English paper, but life is full of hurdles waiting to be jumped. It might be as important as buying your first house, or as simple as turning a report in on time for your job. But one thing that is certain in life is that there will always be obstacles to overcome, and we shouldn't expect to go through life without tripping a couple of times. As I sat pondering these thoughts at my desk, a realization came over me. We can spend our entire lives practicing and training to jump these hurdles, but it will all be for naught if we never go out and run the race. And equally important, participating in the race is as much about clearing the hurdles as running the stretch in between. I believe in balance. Specifically, I believe in finding a balance between preparing for life and living it. I believe that studying for an upcoming exam is just as important as taking breaks to breathe. I believe that spending the weekend with friends can prepare you for life just as much as reading the textbook. We shouldn't spend our entire lives getting ready for major events, because there is much more track to be covered than hurdles to be jumped. If all you have to show at the end of the race is a couple awards, a degree, and polished resume, life will seem empty. Since realizing the necessity for balance, I have begun to make the extra effort to remind myself to breathe. It may be as simple as taking a 15-minute break to talk to my friends, or a larger time commitment, such as spending my Friday nights at the movies instead of buried in a textbook. But I have noticed a difference in my attitude, and just general happiness. When I take breaks to live life, I can come back to my preparations with more focus and motivation. So I urge you, get out and enjoy the little things in life. The ones that don't need to be prepared for. The ones that are quick to bring smiles and laughs. The ones that will be there to cushion the fall if you don't quite clear the hurdle. Because I believe that some of the best things in life are those that happen spontaneously and without regard for how they will fit into our life preparedness plan.